want to tell you a little bit about the history of tap. Tap is the oldest dance form in America. It started down in the Caribbean and in the southern plantations when the Africans were slaves. They brought over this tradition of percussion. They had the beat. And they ended up with the Irish slaves who had the tradition of clogging, with this whole clogging thing. And the two things together created this tap. And then in the late 1800s, after the Civil War, it moved up to Chicago and Detroit and into New York, where they had the Harlem Renaissance. Around the turn of the century, 1900, they figured out how to put plates on shoes, metal plates, and so they could dance. Prior to that, they had either wooden shoes or they had taped on pennies on the bottom of their plates. But now you had solid tap shoes. And then we get into the vaudeville era, and even in vaudeville, they had tapping right here in Newport, down at the Opera House. They would do it on the stage there. And so after that, all of a sudden, World War II came. People stopped tapping. And then you got Elvis, Chubby Checkers, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, rock and roll. And things kind of changed, and tap kind of fell off. But nowadays, they're doing tap. The hip-hop dancers are doing a lot of tap, and they're really good at it. They're really fast. So about a year ago, I was walking where I shouldn't have been, and I slipped on the ice. And I broke 4 ribs. Oh, wow. I spent a week in the hospital, and then I had to spend 2 weeks sleeping in a chair. I couldn't sleep lying down. Wow. Not a lot of fun. And so I said to myself, you know, when I get better, I'm going to do something that will strengthen my legs so that I can play squash. I play squash over at the squash court that Sam Jernigan built over on Freebody Street. And I said, if I don't stretch, I'm liable to pop something else, you know, pull a hamstring or something. So I went down to Washington Square, up at the Island Dance Company, the Newport Company of Ballet, Newport Academy of Ballet. And every Thursday night at 6:45, they have a dance open to adult tap dancers. I said, well, that's for me. So I've done it for about a year now. And it's a lot of fun. And so tonight I'm going to show you 6 of the steps that I've learned over the last year. The first one is called the time step, and it's very simple. It's like an 8-count rhythm. There you go. And so the next one I learned was called the Shirley Temple. And the Shirley Temple, it goes like, it's kind of a side-to-side type of thing. Ba boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, kind of back and forth, and you go the other way. But there's an ending to it where you kick. Kick. And the short Shirley would be something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Then there's the maxi forward. The maxi forward is a little bit of a jump step. What you do is hop on one foot, the other foot flaps out, and then you step on the back. So it looks like this. On either side. The fourth step is my favorite step. It's called a paradiddle. And it's very simple. It's heel, toe, toe, heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Heel, toe, toe, heel. Heel, toe, heel, heel, toe, heel. I use this down when I'm shopping at the supermarket. Down the aisle. It makes it easy to do the shopping. And you can do it fast, you can do circles on it. But it's just a very simple one, and it doesn't, it keeps your balance sort of centered. Next one I want to show you is the twirl. Now, if you're doing a twirl and you start facing ahead, sometimes you don't make it all the way around. So there's a couple of tricks to the twirl. First off, you face forward, so everyone thinks you're facing forward, but you take this leg and you stick it a quarter of the way around already. And then when you twirl at the end, if you are off balance a little bit, you give it a little bit of second step. Nobody knows the difference. I'll see if I can do one here. That was pretty good. Usually I kind of flub it like that, and then you give it the flub. Not bad. So the last step that I wanted to show you is called the flap. And a flap is very simple. It's flap. It's like they say, it's like flap, only you do 2 steps, flap. So, and then if you get up on your toes, you can do it a lot faster. This is the one I use at the supermarket on the aisle where I don't really want anything. Like the cat food and baby food, dog food, I don't need any of that stuff. But it's also a really good one to exit the stage. Yeah.